Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio. Today I just thought I would do a little project to use some of my papers that have been hanging around. This one I've had forever. I really kind of like the colors and stuff and the marks that I made on it, so I've been saving it. And I decided I'm going to use it today. I have those wooden squares. Like they came in a big pack, but I'm hoping that I can divide this evenly into 4 so I can have a set of 4. They're a little bit big for coasters, so I'm not sure if they're supposed to be like coasters, but that's the idea I'm going with. So I'm cutting these into 4 even sections and trimming off the plain unpainted edges. And then I figured if I went around the edge of the wood with the black, then it wouldn't be quite as noticeable that they don't quite make it to the edge. So I'm just going around with some black acrylic paint. I'm just doing the edges. I wasn't sure because it's on deli paper, which can be kind of transparent. I didn't want to put a lot of black behind it because I didn't want to dull it down because I really like the bright blues. I just wasn't sure how that would affect it. So that's why I'm just doing the edges and just kind of dry brushing around it just to kind of give it a little bit of a gradation. So there they are. Now I've trimmed these out and rounded the corners, and I'm not very good at lining them up, but I did go around the edges with a Sharpie just to just to have the edges be black as well. I'm going to get out some matte medium and collage them on. I mean, this is a real simple project. I'm just using painty papers I already had. I tried to look to see if this paper was made in a video, but it doesn't look like it was. It was probably just cleanup paint from another project. And yeah, I'm not very good at lining things up very well, so we'll hide that. I am pushing down, trying to make sure there's no air bubbles. The deli paper does ripple a little bit, but it doesn't look bad in the end. Like you can... Well, can you tell? Maybe a little bit, you can tell. But it really doesn't look bad, the little ripples. But I wanted to make sure all the air bubbles were out. And I wanted to get it good and coated. Just because I want to play with it on top of it when I'm done collaging them down. And yeah, I worked extra hard on this one. It's the first one, you know? It's like the wood soaked up all the matte medium. It just wasn't sticking right, so that's why I went back in. That's why this one took me a little bit longer. The other ones, I'm a lot more generous with that matte medium, so they don't take as long. And it is warping a little bit, but it goes flat again. I think it went flat. I'm thinking when I'm done, I have some, I think it's called polyacrylic. Where is that? I've had it sitting here. I bought it, and it's just a clear, you get it from the painting section or the wood section. I can't remember now. I haven't done it yet, but the plan is to give them a coat of that to make sure they are waterproof. And then I'll put some cork on the bottom. And yeah, it'll be 4 coasters. That's the plan. Anyway. Oh, here we go. Oh, you can hear my squeaky chair. Yeah, polyacrylic top coat, clear gloss by Minwax. So, yeah. I have to do it outside because apparently it's got a lot of fumes and stuff. So it says to do it well ventilated, and Yeah, I don't want to be doing that in my bedroom. That's where I do my art. So, yeah, that's why I haven't done it yet. Anyway, we'll see how that works. I took pictures of these, and after I do that, if it messes something up, I'll let you know. I'll put a comment in there. I'll pin a comment to let you know what happened. So I've got one last one, set of 4. Now I decided I needed to do a little something else. Maybe have, you know, a few more layers. Make it a little more interesting for you. So the next thing I do is I pull out the black paint again, and we're going to blur the edges. That's the first thing. And I have a sponge. It's a sea sponge. You can get them in the paintings, you know, the art painting section. And I mixed in a little bit of, I think it's ultramarine blue with the black. I don't know that it's really noticeable, but I thought maybe that would be a good way to go. And just using that, it's really textured, so I thought it would be good. Just around the edges, kind of hide the edge of the paper and kind of blur the lines a bit. And then you don't notice that, you know, they're not all perfectly straight. I decided I didn't want paint on the underside, so I grabbed my coffee filter that I've been using to clean off paintbrushes. They end up being collage, part of my collage fodder. Now if I could just make that stuff even on all sides and not get paint on where it doesn't belong. So you can see the wrinkles on there, but I don't think that's that bad, really. That one could still be kind of wet too. Because I didn't stop to wait for everything to be finished to dry in between each step. Because I just want to keep going. You know how it is when you're creating. You're in a flow. You want to just keep going. So how is everyone today? I hope you're doing well. It's been a good day here today, working, but, you know, the weather's been mild and nice, so happy about that. It's getting into fall. That's fall and spring. I like the temperatures in fall and spring. Summer gets too hot and winter gets too cold, but yeah. All right, so now that I've got that done, I decided to add, you know, just more layers. So I have a homemade fun foam stamp. It's fun foam cut out and glued to cardboard, and just to make some shapes. Just adding a little bit of that. I'm going to add it to each one. And just doing it differently on every piece, just so it's not all exactly the same. Well, the backgrounds are not the same. They have the same colors and markings, but they're definitely different from each other. Yeah, just plop that one right in the middle. Why not? And of course, I got a little bit of black paint where I didn't want it. Beauty of once you've sealed something with matte medium, as long as you don't wait too long, you can wipe off the unwanted bits. Again, I think my cardboard on my homemade stamp is curling downward. I need to fix that. All right, so I wanted some sort of little focal-ish type thing, and I have these little foam stamps, this little dragonfly stamp that I bought forever ago, probably Michael's, can't remember exactly. So I figured I'd put a little dragonfly on each of them, have some little recognizable object. My white paint is very thick and it's dry here, so it's drying fast. I'm not moving fast enough, am I? Yeah, I hope once I put a couple of coats of polyacrylic, they'll be nice and waterproof and I'll be able to use them as coasters. Or maybe they'll become somebody's Christmas present and they'll get some coasters. Now another thing I'm doing is I have this white pen. This is my favorite white pen. It's a Sakura, I believe. I'll leave a link to it in the description box below in case you're interested. But it does a really good job writing, I think. And I'm hoping that since it's been drying for, a few days, maybe by the time I actually put the polyacrylic on it, it'll be in a week. Hopefully that won't reactivate and smear. But I guess we'll find out. I guess I could put a coat of matte medium over the top of it just to make sure. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Anyway, just adding a little bit of white in there. I thought it needed it. What do you think? I could sign them. They're like little art pieces of artwork, right? Oh, and I forgot I did that as well. Now that pen will probably bleed. I don't even know where that pen came from. My nephew brought it home from work and I liked it, so I stole it. It was just sitting there on the counter, so he hasn't asked where it is. So I took it on my trip with me. Used it for my journaling. I don't know if that's really that noticeable, having that little black line around there. It's a really fine point. But so what do you think? Do you like them? I have some pictures here coming up. Let me know what you thought, what you think. I've got a lot more of those squares, so I'll have to find another piece of paper that I've been saving and do another set of 4. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Leave me a comment. I love to hear your comments. And we'll show each of these individually here so you can see. Yeah, you can see the wrinkles, but really, I don't know. I thought it was fun. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day.